Hey guys, I'm gonna make a quick video just on some recent experiences and understanding some of the situations and some of the mindsets that maybe some of you guys are going through, and so I thought I'd share it. So I guess recently something I've really been wanting more than pretty well more than anything in the world showed up, right? Showed up on my doorstep, right in front of me. And I was so happy and I was overjoyed that I guess this person was wanting to come back in my life, and they were telling me everything that I always wanted them to tell me. I felt very loved, I felt very secure, very safe in the words that I was being told. And I guess in the knowledge of the being able to express how I felt towards them as well, which was really cool experience, really beautiful experience. And it was so genuine. It felt so genuine and felt so real, and it felt so exciting, and it was just like it blew me away. In my world, it was nothing short of a miracle, because I guess it went against all doubts and beliefs. It defied all doubts and beliefs, and things like that. So and that person shared with me how they truly felt, how they what their view on me was and always was, and always will be, etc. And a lot of the times, kind of listened, and I enjoyed this time, where I got to experience that person again. I guess you could say the love of your life. And took it all on board. The experience. I wanted to experience this person fully. I wanted them to experience me fully and accept me for who I am. And I guess there'd been a lot of time that had passed by. So I guess I felt like a different person, and I guess I was wanting this person to see that as well, and they did. It was acknowledged, and all my accomplishments, and I felt really good. It was really exciting. I was really excited for the future, and we started to make plans in our future. Started planning a future together, and all little ideas and the cute little kind of like affections that go with that. And it was great. I would never take it back for anything in the world. It's being with this person has been some of the best experience of my life. Best experiences, the best feeling states that I've ever felt. This person feels like my person. And I guess one of the things that arose is me, I guess, starting to notice things. Just as time went along, I started to notice things. It's not quite right, just not quite. Doesn't feel quite right now. As I'm starting to get to know this person more and more, and they get to know me. So I guess this person, it felt like my success and my ability to change, and my self-belief and my energy as such. My energy was a lot more a lot bigger than I guess that person was used to. I was more happy with myself. I was more successful. I have a lot going for me. I had changed almost everything about me, because I wanted to, and I did actually want to someday attract this person back into my life. So, understanding that, I know that people who are successful and have a big energy and have confidence and self-esteem can be a little bit intimidating to some, So some people can look at my energy and everything I've created and everything I am as intimidating, because that can cause them to reflect on themselves. And I don't mean to intimidate somebody. I don't mean to make somebody else look at their situation and compare themselves to me, because I used to do that. I always used to come up short. Now I don't. I'm just me, and I'm unapologetic for who I am. I'm not gonna, it's not possible for me to go backwards. It's not possible for me to lose the self-esteem that I've created. It's not possible for me for that energy to fade. It's not possible for me to go back to, I guess, maybe that person that I was when I was with them all those years ago. Maybe that there can be a bit challenging to people, to understand that shit, this guy really has fucking changed. Like, he really has blown me the fuck away. And that can make some people feel insecure about themselves, and in this particular situation, I feel it did. It actually pushed this person away, and I had so much energy to give them, I had so much love to give them, and I had so much time to give them, and I was giving, and I was giving, and I was giving, and I was giving, and they were just taking and taking and taking. And I guess by doing that, it was great. It was great, and they were enjoying it. I was enjoying it. And then, one fine day, it became too much. Too much energy, too much time, too much, too much for him to handle. Too much success, too much positivity as such, and I forgot that some people, they're not kind of on my level, they're not on that level. And maybe they come to this level and they're not sure if they want to stay at it, because maybe they don't feel like they're quite worthy, or they've compared themselves up to me or to those levels, and they've come up short. Which, that's part of, I guess, how we're conditioned to do, what we're conditioned to believe. And anyway, so they start to, I guess, and what I've noticed and what people do is they'll start to just chip away at you. Chip away at the little things that you do. Just little tiny things. It might seem very insignificant, and it's very subtle. So, and you might just let it slide. You might say, oh, okay. Oh, that person loves me so much. But they're doing this. Why are they doing this if they love me so much? And then you get lost in it, You get lost in the love, the affection, and things like that. And you kind of just let it slide. And then the next day comes, and there's so much more love and affection. And then there's another little thing there that's little dig that didn't quite do this right, or you're coming up short here. Just a very subtle thing. And slowly, I guess, in my situation, kind of allowed myself to go down an old path where I started to feel like maybe, I deserved, a lot of the derogatory sort of comments, or maybe, maybe they're trying to help me to be better by telling me shit things about myself. I don't know. Anyway, part about my character and stuff like that, and none of us, we're all working on ourselves, we're all growing, we're all open to learning, we're all things like that. And I guess one of my issues at the time was, I was picking up that, okay, well, this person's saying all these things, and they're saying they're so committed, and they want me so much, and they need me, and all this sort of stuff. But it was, you could see they're putting in quite a lot of effort. It was quite a nice effort, and I was feeling really good about everything, the relationship and stuff like that. They're putting time and effort and stuff. And it was cool to see. It was refreshing. You could see that, all right, this person's been away for a long time, and they've realised what they missed out on, and they've come back. And, maybe what they found was not exactly what they expected. Maybe they found, they expected me to be on my, down and out. But I wasn't. I was fucking flying. High and flying in my own fucking energy, in my own world, not needing anybody as such, on that level. Which is, and I do understand that there's another conversation there to be had, which we all do need somebody on that level. It's just, okay, well, is it worth sacrificing and going to a lower level than where you are? Is it worth sacrificing and going down to that level? And I guess, a level which I will explain as I could see that it didn't feel. It felt right, but there was red flags as such. There was things that were saying to me, okay, this person's saying this, but they're behaving this way. So they're saying they really commit, but they're behaving in a way that I would look at as, they'd rather be, or that they've got that they're happy with the option of not committing also. So they haven't quite made up their mind. And I could sort of see that in the actions of the person. And, and I started to feel worried. I started to think, oh my God, now this is going to happen again. This person's going to leave me again. And I'm worried about it. And I'm trying my best. And I'm putting all my energy and all my time into this person. And, and I guess part of me knew that person was going to leave, and there's obviously issues that I still need to deal with, because I still am pushing them away, with my energy, because my energy is so big and it's strong and it's a lot, and it's, and they can't handle it, and it pushes people away. So I've got to redirect my energy, and that's something I had to learn, was redirecting my energy, not just to one person, and not just committing fully all of me to one person, because I had all these other commitments, I had all these other things that are important to me, and I put them all down and focused on this one person. So I put all the things about me down to focus on this one person. So I guess I understood it a little bit. Some of the patterns that were going on with me, the emotional patterns, and getting myself to a point, or getting that emotional part of myself to a point where I was actually scared, and I was questioning what the person was saying. My intuition was telling me that this person's going to run away. They're intimidated. They don't feel worthy of me. They don't, they're afraid that I'm going to hurt them. They're afraid that this and they're afraid of that and all this sort of stuff, which is, it's not true. I'm not a violent person. And I guess, something, that's their psychological fears of me. They're intimidated. They're afraid of, I guess, accepting me for who I am, and accepting that I'm always going to be changing and evolving and getting better. So, that challenges them. And I guess if they feel challenged, they'll try to, distort your reality based on the level of trust that you've given them. Distort your reality to believe that how you're feeling is not valid, which means that's what they call gaslighting. And they'll even tell you you're gaslighting. Well, alrighto, whatever. We're all fucking psychologists these days, aren't we? We all know what a fucking narcissist look like. And we all fucking can diagnose each other as narcissists because they've upset me, Alright, fair enough. There might be patterns that they might perceive as something like that, and I can't really see it, but in that exact act of, redirecting their fears onto me, well, that is trying to get me to believe that I'm a narcissist. I'm gaslighting, which is what they say. And here I am. I guess I'm in this. I'm not a narcissist. I'm not. Please love me. Please don't go. And that's how I felt. And I did. I was sad, and I felt quite pathetic. And here I am. I've come from a fucking high level where I was down to this level in which I am accepting the scraps that I was given. I've set these high expectations. They weren't being met. And here I am trying to change this person. I'm trying to get this person to actually be fully committed to me. I want this person to actually be ready to take me wholly and fully, to be able to handle my energy, to be able to handle my time, be able to put me first. All these expectations I had. And I thought, well, fuck, this person's telling me that this is what they're going to do. They're going to put me first, and they're going to do this, and they're going to do that. All these promises that weren't met. And I thought, well, maybe I can love this person enough as such, give them enough attention, and then they'll finally put me first, and they'll finally love me the way I need to love me. So that's the mindset I was looking at. I was settling. I was ready to settle, I should say. I didn't settle. I was ready to settle for, okay, well, I'm second in your life. I have to accept that. Maybe one day it'll change. Okay, fine. If I feel fucking sad, or if I feel like I need somebody emotionally, that's my issue. I know. I don't deserve your time and attention because I'm cutting into your other priorities. And when I question that, I'm met with resistance. I'm met with, I can't believe you're asking me that. Oh my God, you're so self-centered, or you only consider yourself, and all this fucking shit. And I'm like, not really. I fucking actually care about people quite a fucking lot. Probably I used to care about people a lot more than I care about myself. But now that time's changed, and I'm recognizing that behavior. All right, looking at the behavior, seeing the pattern, knowing that, all right, this person's leaving. It's sad. It's fucked. It wasn't what I expected. They didn't live up to my expectations. Maybe my expectations are too high. Maybe I need to bring my bar down. Nah, fuck that. Well, I guess in that particular situation, I asked for what I wanted. I didn't get it. So I had to say goodbye. And sadly, there's obviously lessons there for me. So I'm thinking, well, and not thinking, I know that there's unresolved child trauma within my emotional energy, where I am trying to put other people first in front of me, in front of myself, because I want them to love me. And that's an unconscious thing to do. That's a thing that we've been conditioned to do. Put everybody else first. I'll put myself on hold just for now because this person fucking needs me, right? But what about when you need them? Do they drop everything like you do? And do they help you emotionally? And do they, because I'm fucking most of my time, my life is great. And then every now and then, yeah, you do have a bit of a time where, and everybody has it, where we do feel a bit, we're not at our best. And it used to be 100% of the time, and I've worked my way up now. What percentages have changed? I maintain a very high standard as to my mind, my body, and my soul, my presence. I maintain my presence. I maintain my attention in this present moment. And I look at the mind patterns and I look at the emotional patterns and that high sense of awareness, and that can be intimidating to people, which is okay. It's it's obviously not them. Not everybody can handle that, which is okay. Maybe obviously, like they all sort of say, we're all different. We're all created differently, and they say a lot of fucking things. But at the end of the day, what I've realised is it's more important to listen to yourself, your intuition, So if somebody feels scared of you, that's their issue. You can be supportive of it, which is cool, but at the end of the day, it's their issue. So if you I guess, placing those expectations for that person to become aware of that fear of themselves and let it go, in order to I'd say look at things from your perspective. Well, that can be a little bit unrealistic. Expectations on others that may not have that level of awareness, which is cool. So I guess that's one of the things that I learnt about myself, which is to accept, well, okay, my intuition, my gut is saying, all right, this person's not ready. She's saying she's ready, and she's giving you all the right words and all the right actions as such. Just, and you hold those expectations high. And, it's, I guess, from my understanding, a commitment is not, okay, I'm committed for a few days, but then on this day I'm not committed. I need something else on this day. I need to kind of like push, like shut you out, but I do understand also that that is, that's also part of an attraction thing. I am still attracting somebody who isn't willing to commit. So obviously there's something inside of me which is preventing me from attracting somebody who I fucking deserve, who I am worthy of. So looking at that, and I've looked at it. Well, okay, well, I've had a good look at it. All right, well, yeah, it's not that person that's got to change. The person's fine the way they are. It's me that's got to change. I've got to fucking look at, okay, well, I've got to stop redirecting all of my energy onto one person, because my energy is fucking strong, and I need to put it into, me and my kids and my family and my stuff and all the things I've got going on, my businesses and stuff, and and they get a good amount of my energy. It's just I guess, yeah, I have to maintain that sense of who I am, myself, that individuality, who I am, and not lose that to somebody else. Which I realise, okay, well, I do that. So that is a toxic sort of pattern that I carry still. That is a belief that I carry still. So that's something that I can fucking change. And, they don't want to be by my side while I change that. That's fine. They can't handle that level, I suppose. And it's fine. I accept that. I don't particularly like it, but I accept it. And I just have to make sure that my expectations are clearer in the future. That, and that just involves more communication, more meaningful communication, I should say. More one-on-one sort of time communication. And not settling for any less. Not settling for anybody that isn't willing to meet me at that level. So, thought I'd make this video just to share that experience, and maybe it will relate to people. And I'm fucking sure it will relate to some people. And yeah, understanding the importance of putting yourself first. And always maintaining that standard for you, not for others, but for you. You are the most important thing. You are the most important part of your life. And that's it. Simple. Don't expect others to treat you that way, if you don't. So, anyway, cheers. Thought I'd share that. It's a little bit longer than what I thought, but hopefully people get something of this. Peace. Cheers.